Good Monday morning, everybody. Today is November 21st and the beginning of Thanksgiving week. I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel and Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at Chris Allen Skywix, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, here we go. Thanksgiving week. You can almost smell the turkey and dressing and by the way, I've been asked about my sausage ball recipe. I'm gonna get that together maybe today or tomorrow. I know it always catches up with me, and I'm kind of like, is it time to do that again? Yeah, it is, and I always find myself ready to make them, but then I don't have all the ingredients. But I'll get all that together and I'll post it online on social media on my pages, hopefully within the next day or so. In the meantime, let's get to the forecast. I know a lot of you are thinking about, where you got to go and getting everything ready for Thanksgiving. If you're going to be here at home, the next few days is just dry, but it is going to start to get warmer today. Today is the day that we start to see a big warm up coming our direction and a warmer air that's going to stay with us for pretty much the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend with just a slight cool down and just a chance of a shower maybe on Thanksgiving Day. But right now, look at that big ridge of high pressure keeping everybody clear. There's a few clouds down across southern Arkansas, places like northern Mississippi, even West Tennessee. Now, some of those high clouds may drift our direction today and mix with the sunshine, but really it's just going to be a sunny and maybe even breezy, warmer day. Now, the breezes will be from the southwest, which is going to help us actually warm up for the first time in a couple of weeks here. Back into the 50s, that's where we should be for this time of the year, and we're finally going to get there. Okay, let me show you the 10-day blend up front before we get into the details. Now, I will tell you, as I'm showing you, that the overall consensus here is not only is it going to get warmer as we head into Thanksgiving and the weekend, but even a little bit warmer than we first showed you if you were looking at this even yesterday. So we'll go low 50s today, mid 50s tomorrow. And I think instead of just 59s right there for Wednesday and Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we're going to go more into the low 60s. It's going to feel like a nice warming trend. You're going to think, wow, what's going on here? Well, it's a more southerly flow, high pressure. There will be some rain. I'll talk about that in a minute on Thanksgiving Day and into Black Friday. We do cool down a bit, but notice those temperatures are pretty much where we should be for the end of November. Mid to upper 50s. The average high, 57. So you think about if you looked at 57 across the board, we're right there where we need to be, or going to be where we need to be. And you see that last day on that 10-day graph, that is December 1st, a week from Thursday, December 1st. That is going into Christmas parade weekend. Friday, then Saturday, the 3rd of December is when a lot of Christmas parades take place. And it looks like it's going to be relatively mild. There you see the coldest night that we're going to see is tonight. And then after that, it's upper 30s to low to mid 40s for overnight lows. This morning should be the last of any kind of temperatures in the teens and 20s to start out on a morning for a while. So, good warming trend is headed our way just in time for the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, let's look at those temperatures, and this should be the last morning you see this purple or magenta color on the Kentucky Mesonet network, at least around here, because that warming trend takes over today, but it's not so warm right now. So you'll need the overcoat this morning. You'll need to defrost the windshields. Again, look at these 13 in Grayson County, 12 in Taylor County, 14 near Burkesville, 19 in Hart County. Depending on elevation here, you got 26 in Edmonton. In Metcalfe County, that's because that particular station is at a higher elevation. 17 to 15 here in Warren County, around the Bowling Green area, as of 4:53 a.m. when I'm recording this. So almost 5 a.m. These are the temperatures that you're faced with this morning. It's not going to warm up until the sun comes up and then stays up for a while. Then everybody will start to even out on temperature, and it's going to be a much warmer day once those southwesterly winds begin to kick in. And then that's when you'll start to feel the much warmer air. And you can see that happening on the future temperature map here. We'll start teens and 20s this morning. And as the winds kick up, especially this afternoon, there we go. That looks a lot better. 51, maybe 52. Nashville could be 53, 54. Louisville, Lexington, E-Town, Evansville to the north of us, more into the upper 40s this afternoon. Tonight will not be as cold, but it's still going to be cold, just not so many teens showing up. We'll go mid 20s, maybe. There could be a couple of spots that's closer to 22, 23, and there may even be to the east of us a couple of spots still in the teens tomorrow morning, but I don't think we will be. It'll be in the 20s, although you can't tell that much difference between 17, 18, and then 22, 23, 24. Yeah. But anyway, we do continue to warm up after that. Here we go into Tuesday, 53 to 55. Even better with that southwesterly wind flow. Well, since this is a holiday week, let me show you a little bit more. So here we go into Tuesday night, then into Wednesday. How about that? Upper 50s, 57. That means we'll be closer to 60, as that 10-day graph showed you. Always add 2 to 3 degrees over what this is showing on the blend of models, and you'll usually end up in the right place. So near 60, right at 60 on Wednesday. Well, let's go into Thursday, 58, 59, 60, 61. Yep, I think we'll be there. This is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday. So it's going to be nice and warm, and you guys are going to feel like, well, I can put my shorts on again and my short sleeve shirts, and I can dig those back out. Never really put them up because I knew it'd get warm again. Well, okay. I mean, enjoy that. You know, it's not going to last. There will be more cold air to come. That's coming down the road as we get into the beginning of December. All right. Here's the last graphic to show you the next few days. By the way, no rain, no precipitation in the forecast. So I'm not even going through the trouble of showing you a blank future radar because there's nothing to show you until we get into Thanksgiving Day. Now, here's the right now. High pressure, big, I showed you on satellite, big ridge, building and building and building. But now we're going to start to get a more southwesterly wind flow that's going to warm us up. This is actually a big warm front. It's marked as a short wave, but it's really a long wave trough. And it's really just going to bring us warmer air. Here we go into this afternoon, tonight. There's some rain down south if you're headed toward Texas, Louisiana, parts of Mississippi, and into Florida. And you're getting out early for the holiday showers there. Still some snows, some lake effect, but not as bad up in the Great Lakes. But remember, there's still like almost 80 inches of snow on the ground. And it's cold enough there, there's very little melting going on. So the New England states now will get some of that snow. And look at this, a little bit of a mix on the Tennessee Alabama border for midday Tuesday. That's going to be unique for them. But that feature is gone by Tuesday night into Wednesday. Here we go, Wednesday afternoon. Still that big dome of high pressure sitting right over us. Any travel trouble spots are going to be up in the Great Lakes with all that feet of snow. And then in the northern Rockies, here comes the next piece of energy. This one is going to bring us the rain eventually once it taps into the Gulf of Mexico. So this is Wednesday. And then here comes Thanksgiving Day. And you see everything lining up ahead of the front. Showers. I don't really foresee any thunderstorms. There's a few out there that are predicting like this huge big deal after Thanksgiving. I don't see it. Rain, snows again for the Great Lakes, but the bigger story will be, yes, there will be more cold air behind it, but it will be modified by the time it gets here. So high pressure still wants to hang on and keep us dry for the beginning of Thanksgiving Day on Thursday. But by afternoon and evening, that's when it's going to rain here. You're going to get a mix of stuff and heavier rain in the New England states, some snow again in the Great Lakes, maybe a little bit of melting going on there and not so much snow, but rain mixed. More warm air coming in on the backside of that or the front side of the Rockies. A little trough comes through on Friday morning with some leftover rain showers. Now, it does show a little bit of a mix as we get into Saturday in the higher elevations to our east. Some of the Blue Ridge Mountains, maybe the Smokies will get some of that mixed in the higher elevations. Lower elevations, not a big deal. It's going to get cooler, but it's not going to get cold, cold. So that's the difference. And you see a warm front to our west as we get into Saturday afternoon and Sunday. Well, we're going to cool off a little bit, but it's not going to be drastically cold. That is the difference as well. So I'm not foreseeing anything huge for Thanksgiving. The only place that you're going to have some real trouble is if you've got to go north up toward Buffalo, up toward Lake Erie, and some of those places that were hit the last few days with that incredible record snow. It's still on the ground and there's very little melting. I know they've done a big job of clearing some of that on the major roads, but if you're going there for Thanksgiving up into the Great Lakes, especially the eastern Great Lakes around Lake Erie, you're still going to run into a big snow problem. But everywhere else looks rather tame for this Thanksgiving. All right, that'll do it for this morning. I'm getting ready to head over to the radio station, Sam 100.7, and the classic hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and a little bit of 90s. A short week ahead, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, then I'm off Thursday, Friday, as usual, for the holiday and Black Friday, but I'll still be doing these updates. So in the meantime, make it a great Monday. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the radio.